Could the interim CBI chief be risking contempt of court? In a major decision, the CBI has issued orders to close the case against alleged middleman and chartered accountant Sanjay Bhandari and his links with income tax officers. The CBI, though, says that the decision was taken before Supreme Court order against major policy decisions. Sunetra Chaudhary now joins me for more on this. Sunetra, give us the details of this case.
Fascinating. This case actually goes back to 2016, a spin-off of a CBI trap case on income tax joint commissioner at that time in 2015, when they found that Sanjay Bhandari, a chartered accountant, and his two sons seems to have lots of links with lots of very senior income tax officials, 11 income tax officials in fact. And so in 2016 they registered the case. Now what's interesting is that Sanjay Bhandari, they said, according to that FIR, that he was really bribing all these officials, that he was getting them fancy flights, fancy holidays, and in return he was getting favorable orders for people of his choice. That was the basic case. Now this is where Nageswar Rao comes in, who is the interim director. Now in March this year he was in Chennai and joint director, of course, till he became interim chief, he was joint director, and he moved on file that in this particular case that the case should be closed because there's lack of evidence. Now our sources also tell us that two senior CBI officials who opposed this, they said that they have enough evidence, they were transferred out. So in March, Nageswar Rao recommends that the case should be closed. What's interesting is that in June, Alok Verma, the CBI number 1, who has now been sent on leave and in whose absence Supreme Court says no major policy decisions should be taken, it should only be administrative ones. Alok Verma goes to Tamil Nadu and he reviews all cases and he says, no, you can't close this case, please look at it, please have a fresh look at it. So that is the last file on record, and he said it that they should look at it and review this case. What's interesting is that on the 7th of November, Nageswar Rao says, yes, please go ahead and close it. Now, as NDTV started reporting this case, CBI spokesperson Abhishek Dayal got in touch with us and said that this is not a violation or in contempt of Supreme Court's order, because they say this is an old decision, because they're referring back to the March order of Nageswar Rao. However, the paperwork and all our sources have confirmed that this is in fact, because Alok Verma had put it on record that it should not be closed, it's not an old order, but a brand new one taken on the 7th of November. So now we have to wait and see what the Supreme Court says of this decision, which will be, of course, presented to the top court.